Autonomic eAudioCast streamers and amplifiers make it easy to deploy multi-room audio into any installation. But because it's so flexible, it may be a little intimidating the first time. In this video, we'll help by highlighting a successful initial setup, whether you're new to Autonomic or to the eAudioCast feature. Let's go ahead and get started. In a standard centralized system where all the components would naturally sit next to each other, the Autonomic 3E and 5E streamers and E-series amps can be rack-mounted, while the 1E streamer has rubber feet to set it on a shelf. To connect any of them, simply add power, a network connection, and of course speaker wire for the amplifiers. If external sources are required, analog and digital inputs are available on the E-series amps. An additional benefit to doing this is any external sources connected to these inputs can be accessible anywhere on the network by other eAudioCast amplifiers. If it's a decentralized system, well, the connections are the same. Because they live on the same network, they don't have to physically sit next to each other. However, if there's a zone that needs audio and no hardwired connection is available but there is Wi-Fi, the 1E streamer can be turned into wireless mode. The only caveat is it will need a direct Ethernet connection to the amp of choice. However they need to be installed, all streamers and amps come out of the box set to DHCP for easy access. Now the fastest method for network access is through OvrC, and all E-series products are OvrC enabled. Log in, go to your customer location and claim all the devices. From here you can jump to each user interface quickly. If you don't use OvrC, however, you can use your choice of IP sniffer to find each unit's IP address on the network. For access, simply type in the IP address into the navigation bar with a /config at the end. Before doing anything, however, make sure that their firmware is up to date. OvrC will show you in the list and allow it to be pushed remotely. But again, if going the manual route, you'll need to access each device one at a time using their IP address and check the firmware version. The interface will prompt you if an update is available. Thankfully, all of the streamers have a common user interface, and you only need to use one to set up the system. Once logged in, go to the System tab at the top. By default, every system ID will be 1, and this doesn't need to be changed unless separate systems are needed. Right below that, you'll see all streamers and amplifiers that are on the system. For easy identification later, go ahead and name all the streamers and amplifiers. Then, name all the local source inputs and zones for the amplifiers. Finally, navigate to the Content tab. In this section, you can sync computers, add network storage, and enter credentials for online streaming content. However, if you want to verify system functionality prior to loading streaming credentials, all streamers come preloaded with a Beethoven track to check zone output. One way to play it is to access the streamer's user interface through a computer, which when setting it up is the fastest. Just open another tab, enter the IP address, and access it from the loaded content. Another way would be to use the TuneBridge app. Open it up, find the streamer, and then play the song. For getting started, that's all there is to it. You can then integrate any Autonomic E-series product with the control system, or use the TuneBridge app for standalone operation. Well, we hope this video has helped, but if you do have any further questions or have any issues when you're in the field, please feel free to contact our tech support team. Thank you, and as always, happy installing.